Alright guys, the time has come to finally record this video. So what happened? TFT did shut down, they basically rug pulled everyone. Eastern Tech all going down, Fortune's funding all also went down. So I feel like this video is needed. TFT, the funny trader, has officially shut down all businesses. So what does that mean for the industry? What does that mean for traders? It's finally time to make this video. I feel like an influencer now because something happens in the industry, I have to make a video about it, which I don't really like, but I feel like my opinion has always been honest and it's coming from a perspective of a trader to traders. So that's why I'm making these type of videos. Now, TFT, the funny trader, has ceased all operations this morning. Unexpected, not really. I was kind of expecting that. Also, Fortune's funding, which is also owned by Eastern Technology, which is owned by Angelo, which is the CEO of TFT. Has shut down operations as well. They made the announcement. Now that's an influencer owned prop firm owned by that guy James Storm. Again, was expected. Because what Eastern Tech did, basically they approached a lot of influencers in the space and they tried to create platforms with them promoting the actual platform using the same technology. So also Skilled Funny Trader, SFT, which to be honest, I don't think they're gonna survive. They've had issues for the last, even since the metacodes thing, they started having problems. So I do think they're probably going down soon. Now, all my respect towards Omar, met the guy, he's amazing. He's actually a trader, which I enjoyed. Respect to Riz, he's an awesome guy, very respectable. The podcast with him has been amazing. I just recorded one more with him in Dubai, so nothing bad to say about that. Also, Paladin, obviously, he's a good trader. He's been a prop firm trader, but to be honest, I do have to say something about it because I think they jumped in too fast. They jumped in too fast with the whole prop firm thing. They got approached by Eastern Tech and they immediately saw the opportunity to start the prop firm. I know their intentions were good, right? They actually wanted to make a good prop firm for traders, but I think they didn't have a lot of decision making in the actual prop firm. So because they jumped in bed with Angelo, Eastern Tech, obviously that didn't go well, and now the prop firm is probably going down. So they made bad choices, but it just happens when you're not really making a good plan. Let's say that. Now, sorry for just talking to the mic. I think this is easier. My videos not gonna be edited. Now, what actually happened with TFT? So if you watch my recent video where I said, banned by TFT, what happened? I did talk about this issue. I was actually one of the first because I've been having issues with TFT for like a month or two. My payouts got denied, then my account got banned, then it was a lot of stuff going on. And I was the only one who actually standing up to speak about it. Other traders, other influencers, they didn't really speak about it. I didn't say much. I gave them the benefit of the doubt, which I also did when finding the engineer shut down. I didn't say anything about them because I knew how they ran the business. I knew they actually will come back because they're not doing anything shady. So when finding engineer went down, a lot of guys started talking trash about them. I didn't. I just said they're gonna come back, no issue. They did come back. I didn't make a video or anything about that. Now, the next thing, also true Forex funds, a lot of guys started talking bad on TFF. Now, I just waited, got the accounts, got the payout, everything is good. Now, with TFT, the situation is different because they actually rug pulled. They actually scammed everyone, right? They didn't just have issues, they deliberately shut down and they took the money with them, right? So they started having issues with payouts for like a month before today. And what I think happened is that once MetaTrader 4 and 5 got removed, they didn't really have more clients coming in while they still had a lot of funded traders trading and making money, right? Including myself. I traded with them for a year. I think I made some calculation. I think I withdrew like 150K profit, so minus the challenge fees, which is a lot in a year, right? I was 600K funded. I did 2 interviews with them. So I always, recommended them, but not really because I knew their service like behind, and the owner was very, very, very shady, and they didn't have good intentions. They just wanted to make more money from failing traders. And when the whole MetaTrader thing happened, I think they stopped having new clients, a lot of new clients. So that's when, a prop firm, if they're only making money from challenge fees and paying traders, there's going to be a gap there, right? The payouts are going to keep increasing while they're not going to have money coming in. Now, they were on the market for years. They should have had cash reserves to pay out everyone. That's why I'm saying they actually scammed, because if it happened something, like a hiccup and they wanted to recover, they would have just taken the losses, pay the traders, maybe, I don't know, do something to work things out. But instead, what they did, which is scammy, very, very scammy, and that's why I'm making this video, because I'm actually disgusted about what they did. They actually ran promotions. So everyone has been waiting to get paid out, their accounts to be transitioned for like a month and a half, and they kept running promotions. What they did, which is insane, they actually gave discount codes for those waiting for a payout. So for the funded traders that were waiting for a payout, they actually sent a discount code to purchase an account similar or one size up. So if you had like 300K, they gave a 50% discount, I think, for a 200K account to purchase. So they actually sent more incentive to buy accounts, knowing they're not going to pay out and they're going to shut down. All of this while their CEO, Angelo, is partying in the club and throwing money, right? Rich lifestyle, which is insane, right? There actually is very, very bad what happened. And they actually did a poll. I know that went viral on Twitter, where they said, what do you guys want to see? And the first option was release or payouts. So they were actually doing this on purpose. They didn't have any issue. They were holding payouts on purpose and making excuse after excuse after excuse, banning a lot of traders without anything. They were keep doing promotions to get money in, to actually stop it and get as much money as possible before shutting down. So that's actually insane, right? That's actually insane. And when I did the last video and I talked about it, I kind of wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, because I knew if I was going to make a video actually directed at them, that's going to be an extra reason not to pay me out. And for those guys who don't know, I was 600K funded. I had a 19 or 19K payout pending. When I requested the payout, I waited for like 2 weeks, and then they breached my account on some bullshit reason. Maybe I'll put the screenshots here of the conversation. I'm not ashamed to share that. I'm not scared to share that. They just said something about risk management or whatever. Just some stupid excuses. And yeah, basically they said Angelo said they're gonna pay me 9K out of the payout, but I'm gonna keep my account breached, and obviously that's not gonna happen with them shutting down. So again, more lies, just lying straight to my face. Me and other people, just delaying, getting more money in, and then shutting down, which is very scammy. Now they say they're gonna come back in like 21 days. There's a counter, like all very, we went down, but we're gonna come back stronger. But to be honest, even if they come back, you'll actually be delusional to still go for them. Their scammy behavior is just unforgivable. It's not like my forex funds, right? My forex fund was actually, they actually did something in the back end very wrong, but they were still paying traders. They were still doing the service. So it's all different. TFT and Angelo, they did it on purpose. They got money on purpose and not paid people out, which is insane, because I've seen, hundreds of people just getting their accounts breached. So they had money coming in and they shut down all payouts. Then they started breaching funny traders' accounts based on bullshit reasons. Now finally they pulled the rug on it. So they shut down without saying anything about funded traders. I think even you cannot even trade anymore. So they completely pulled the plug. Like you can't even trade the accounts anymore. Payouts obviously gone. There's 0% chance they're gonna pay that. Even with my forex funds, I had a bigger hope that they're gonna pay out. With TFT, 0% chance. Why? Because they are scammers, right? Their platform ran, they made big profits, they spent, I think Angelo spent all the money, they did all these other platforms with influencers, and now they're pulling the plug on everything because the business is not profitable anymore. They didn't adapt, they didn't want to adapt, they didn't want to do it for the traders, they were just doing it for getting the fees out of failing traders. That was it. That was their business model. And if you know Angelo, their CEO, he did that before with, I think he had like a signal group. I don't even know. Always what he did was get in this industry to make money from failing traders and basically scamming them. So since I started with TFT, I kind of knew the very scammy, even the spreads, the slippage. At some point, the slippage was so bad, right? You were getting slipped 1-2 pips on EU on entry and on exit. So they were very bad. I actually lost an account due to that. But again, they were paying out. So once they started getting delayed payouts whatsoever, I was still using them because I had 600k, so it was a good amount for me to make money, and I didn't make money with them. And I didn't really speak bad about them because me now doing content is very hard to attack platforms because it's just gonna give them a reason to ban me, right? And I don't want to do that because that's how I earn my money. I earn my money trading, so I'm not gonna shoot myself in the foot, right? But now I feel it's the right moment to talk about it because I completely removed all the platforms that were attached to Easton. So I was funded with Fortune's funding. I was funded with SFT. I was even funded with Secure the Bag, which is Swaggy C's old platform, and I completely blew all the accounts on all the platforms. I tried to get a big payout to maybe get it, and I just blew the accounts, which I'm gonna be honest with that. I didn't really care, right? I knew they were gonna shut down at some point because they're very scammy. So my advice now for people is just go. Again, there's nothing to do. If you were affected by this issue, then it's time to move on. You're not gonna get your money back. Maybe you can charge back your transaction if you paid by card, but I know in the last months they even didn't allow card payments. Like it wasn't working. They're just getting crypto out because if you paid by crypto, there's 0% chance you're gonna get your money back, which is again premeditated, exit scam, which I always talk openly about. Now I had no affiliation, that's why I don't have any affiliations with platforms at this time. Maybe in the future, once I see a very legit platform popping up. But until then, not doing that. Because imagine I was, even if I was on 2 interviews with TFT, yeah, that was nice for my brand, for their brand. Obviously, that's why they do it. It was a success story, but I never directly promoted them. And when someone asked me about it, it's like, yeah, not really a good option, just because you get sleeped a lot, you get delayed in payouts. They have all these hidden rules, and you'll see the screenshots that I probably put on the screen. What they were saying is actually insane. Like you have gambling rules, but you don't really have gambling rules. So what they did is they designed their rules in such a way that it's up to them to take a decision. So for example, they can say, you traded only 10 lots on gold for the 1 month of trading. That's gambling, right? They can just say anything to deny your payout, which is what they did. They just said to everyone, you're gambling, and they did a whole point out of all this gambling rule, which doesn't really exist. And you'll see it's just, something their lawyer put in, not specific, so they can deny whenever they want. So it's sad to see this happening in the industry. I don't think it's going to affect the industry that much. It's just going to make it stronger because it was a shitty firm after all. And I'm happy they actually shut down because I can just remove the hope of getting that 9k payout, removing the hope I'm going to get the 600k funded, and just focus on the better firms to trade forwards. So again, hope that whoever was affected by this issue can move on. If you need any support, message me. I have a list of the platforms that I use in my free Telegram group. The link is in the description. And hopefully no other platforms shut down next month because that's just going to affect us all. But yeah, TFT was just getting shitty. So I'm glad they shut down. I hope they don't come back. If they come back, just never go back to them. They're just going to do it worse. They made their money and now they're out. So yeah, again, Andrew here with transparency, honesty, and hope you guys enjoyed this little rant that I did, unedited as usual, and let's hope we see a bright future. Thank you guys for watching.